And BBC's Director General Tim Davie and Head of News Deborah Turness have stepped down after mounting criticism over political bias, including claims of editing a Donald Trump speech that misrepresented his words. As questions rise of editorial integrity and impartiality on several key subjects, Britain's public broadcaster faces one of its biggest credibility tests in years.
In an unprecedented move, the Director General of the British Broadcasting Corporation, Tim Davie, and the Chief Executive of News, Deborah Turness, have resigned following criticism over bias at the corporation. The move follows allegations that the BBC failed to maintain political neutrality in its coverage of US President Donald Trump. The resignation came after a Daily Telegraph report this week revealed that concerns over BBC's impartiality were first raised in the summer through a memo by Michael Prescott, who is a former external advisor to the BBC's Editorial Standards Committee. The leaked internal report, later detailed by Telegraph, cited multiple editorial errors and accused the broadcaster's flagship Panorama program of editing two parts of Donald Trump's January 6, 2021 speech together, creating the impression that he had encouraged the Capitol Hill riots. Experts believe the organization was slow to respond after Telegraph's story made a serious dent on its image and credibility.
We don't know yet what happened within the labyrinthine committee meetings and discussions in the BBC, but the BBC was slow to respond to the latest allegations, and I think they were flat-footed for 3 or 4 days when the story broke about the Michael Prescott dossier.
Following the Telegraph's publication, the White House had condemned the broadcaster as a propaganda machine, intensifying pressure on its leadership. US President Donald Trump welcomed the resignations on his Truth Social platform. Meanwhile, Israel also accused BBC of a deep-seated bias, citing its coverage, and accused the channel of spreading disinformation that fuels anti-Semitism. The leaked internal report also said that the BBC Arabic channel had shown anti-Israel bias in its reporting of war in Gaza. BBC had to issue several apologies for serious flaws in the making of documentary on Gaza conflict earlier this year. The documentary was aired in February. BBC chairman Samir Shah announced the resignations and praised both for their leadership and service. BBC in recent years has been accused of failing to maintain its commitment to impartial news by critics on both sides of the political divide. Bureau Report, DD India.